All right, we're back with one of my favorite pastimes to do ever since the global version of Dokkan Battle and the JP version finally synced up. Crackhead Theory time. So, in today's edition of guessing what the part two of a celebration that is going on, we have this post about, since, for context, we don't actually know what's going to be part two for this current celebration that we're having, to where we got uh, Goku Black that tags into Zamasu, and a blue Goku that tags into a blue Vegeta that has a Vegito active skill. We actually don't know what's going to be the part two. There were theories that it was going to be Omega Shenron, but like a few days ago, it was like Trunks's assets got updated, so now we're thinking, okay, this can either be a part two, can be Future Trunks and Fused Zamasu, or it could be this right here. So the last frame is making me laugh. All right, so read this post, see what people are saying, and give my predictions on what it's going to be. So the post reads, all right, fellas, what timeline do you think we're going to be in for part two? Hopefully the best timeline. If not, the good timeline is fine, but I would like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to have his own standalone battle animation with the shiny pants. I don't know why you had to mention his pants, but all right. Let's see what the best timeline is. So the best timeline, tag Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta that fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This way we get the fusions in Super Saiyan 4. Vegeta also gets his own standalone battle animation motion. Sure, I mean, oh no, I get it, because because it'll tag out. It wouldn't just be like the tag Goku to Vegeta that we have, that easy aid. Okay, yeah, okay, I can see that. The good timeline, standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which I mean isn't the worst timeline in the world, honestly. Which I think that's probably gonna be what it is, to be honest. But we don't know. We actually don't know. The bad timeline, tag Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta that fuses into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta only for the active skill attack, which would be the fourth tag unit in a row that doesn't fuse this year. I don't know why Brofoot Gogeta is so small at the bottom here. He looks kind of sus if you ask me. The worst timeline. The leak for Tanabata somehow in part 2 is still future, so it's not even Super Saiyan 4, but some form of Trunks. I would legit uninstall for this, and the picture is what the hell is a Trunks doing in the GT Part 2 celebration? So, I mean, there definitely is some stuff in here that wouldn't make sense. Like, obviously, for it to be Trunks, it could work out, because we could still be in the future for the celebration. So, in a way, it could work. But then at the same time, it couldn't work, because we got that leak of them leaking Omega Shenron coming back. So, this is why we think that it's going to be GT for part 2 instead of it being, like, future or something. So, I wouldn't be mad if it was Trunks, to be honest, because the last Trunks we got was the Carnival one, and that was a little while ago. And I think if we did get Trunks, like, for this, I imagine that Trunks and Vegeta would easy A, obviously. Or, I mean, they still could during part 1, because we still don't know what's easying for part 1. So, it could be them for part 1 that gets the easy A. Granted, we already have Zamasu, but they could also just tack that on in there too. If it's Trunks, though, like for part 2, then I imagine that those two would easy A during the celebration, and maybe the Int Dokkan Fest Vegeta would as easy A during that part. And I don't think they would do 2 easy A's during the celebration, but if they did, for some reason, I think then they could easy A AGL Trunks, like Future Trunks. But I don't know. that would be a weird time to easy A him, because I imagine if part 2 is going to be future, it's going to be Rage Trunks. It's not going to be base Trunks. Right? I guess let me back up. I guess theoretically it could be a base Trunks that KOs and then comes back as Rage Trunks. So it could be that. He'll probably also have like a domain or something. Possibly. I don't know. But yeah, because there's really, and I don't think if this is going to be Trunks for part 2, I don't think they're going to SEZA the tech one that transforms into, like, the transforming one, because he got his EZA not too, like, it was long ago, but not too long ago to where he's eligible for ASEZA. So I think it would be the Ant Vegeta, like I said earlier, if part 2 is actually still going to be future themed. Now, we'll get off of the worst timeline and go to, like, this timeline, the best one. So, attack Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta that fuses into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta only for the active skill attack, which would be the 4th tag unit in a row. That doesn't. Oh, wait. This is the bad. Sorry. Bad timeline. Bad timeline. Hold on. Let me. Bruh. Alright, whatever. The best timeline. Tag Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta that fuses into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Okay. Let's talk about this one. So this could be a possibility since, you know, the blue boys that we got during this celebration, they tag but they don't fuse. They just have a Vegito active skill, which I don't know why they did that. I'm just glad that it's not another physical Ultimate Gohan to where we thought we were going to get Beast there. Like, we thought that Gohan was going to, like, his active was going to transform him into Beast, when the active, he goes Beast, but it's just for the active skill. So I am glad that it's not a case of that, and like they didn't do that again, because a lot of people were upset about that, because that was going to be the first time that we ever got Beast Gohan in the game. And yeah, and I think that would have been the first time we would have got like Orange Piccolo in the game too, because I know we have one, but yeah, at the time we didn't have. No, we still don't have orange. We don't have like giant Orange Piccolo. We have Orange Piccolo, but we don't have him like in his oranger form. Well, technically we do, but it's only he's a giant. So yeah, I think that's what I was trying to get across. So I wouldn't be mad at this one, because it would be cool if we got this, and obviously with all 3 of these timelines, if it is GT, then obviously, like I said in the last time I talked about this, Ant Gogeta's EZing, and the tech one is probably SEZing, or it's going to be the Super Saiyan 4s from, like, when they first came out. So the STR one, the STR and the AGL Goku and Vegeta would SEZA, and maybe they'll save the LR variants of those guys for later, somewhere down the line. So definitely interesting. I do enjoy us not knowing what the character is going to be. So this way, we can either all wake up and be excited, or we can wake up and be like, bro, what are you guys cooking? What is this? So yeah, let's see what people are saying about it, because I have a feeling there's going to be like someone who throws in a bonus timeline of Daima. I just feel it in my bones. All right. What about future Trunks with a unit super? Depends. Maybe if it's Trunks future GT team, that's a lot for this to say. Just say GT Trunks. I could see it, but only if he does the Kamehameha instead of the Gala Gun like he did against Baby, while Vegeta isn't there watching him. Okay, cool. That, I guess that could work. You would also need a base Gogeta that uses times. Shut up. Shut up. All right, it's gonna be super full power Super Saiyan 4. Wow. It's gonna be super full power Saiyan 4 Goku standalone. Just say full power Super Saiyan 4. A stupid name for this. I actually wouldn't mind that. I'm gonna be real, another GC Goku after we just got one. Nah. Either have him Either have him be a tag or standalone Gogeta. Uh, did the Dokkan event got updated yet with the new unit? If not, then it's really an option. It's the Carnival, so there won't be any Dokkan event updates. Low key, need a new standalone Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I agree. I definitely agree because we did just get like a Super Saiyan 3 Goku that transforms into a Super Saiyan 4 Goku, while the last Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta that we got was... Wow, was it really the LR one that came back like in 2019 or something? So yeah, no, I do agree. We definitely are needed for a new one. Granted, I have no idea what they're going to pull for the animations because I think they already did like spear. They're figured out. They're figured out. I imagine he would have like an improved final time attack and probably like spear breaking cannon. For the 12 key would be spear breaking cannon, and then 18 key would be final shine attack, and maybe his active would be, I have no idea. If he has one, of course. The fact that we already have a battle motion for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta makes me think he might not actually be coming, like no standalone, nor fusion, only tag Super Saiyan 4s. Hopefully, honestly, this is the good point, not gonna lie. I'm fine with it. We have the phase fusing one. That would be the dumbest thing because it would be the 4th tag unit in a row where the main thing was fusion that doesn't fuse, which is dumb as hell. Honestly, hot take, but I don't mind the fusions being attacked for reverse exchange units. Fusing Zamasu notwithstanding, but I love Goku Black and Zamasu, so it's whatever. It allows for the reverse exchange mechanic to shine and get to see more unique animations and moves, i.e. Super Saiyan 4 Goku doing the Dragon Fist. I mean, that's actually a good point because that's actually a really good point. Because it's like one of those things to where, you know, we have this new mechanic in Dokkan, which is the tagging out. But if the new unit that's coming out for Part 2 is kind of like the Goku and Vegeta that the Vegeta and Gogeta that we got for 10th Annie, like, they're cool. Don't get me wrong, they're still really good. But, you know, I definitely do think that we should have more characters that are just a tag unit and that's it. They're like, there's not an active to fuse or anything. It's just they are straight up a tag unit and that's it. Since, you know, it would be one of those things that we have, but it's like, oh yeah, I forgot that we had this because, you know, whenever I use that character, I only use them so I can fuse instead of just keep on tagging in and out. So I think I agree. I agree. Cooking. It makes the tag shine a bit more though. It makes the tag shine a bit more though. 10th anniversary was just wait till you fuse and it is GG's. It's actually, yeah, exactly. So literally what I just said. Basically, it helps that new mechanic shine more than what it is. Okay. I don't want the best timeline. I want the good timeline. That would be such Gogeta BS against Vegito. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, but no, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta battle motions would suck, especially since I assume the second year Super Saiyan 4s are gonna super easy and they don't give out battle animations for non-LRs like that since Janemba still doesn't have one, I think. Vegeta, we've been asking for standalone infusions forever. Now, why the fuck would we want a wait a few turns and have fun unit? Alright, I'm not reading all that. I'm not reading that. Because they're not going to drop a standalone infusion like that in Part 2 when Part 1 had 2 units that didn't even fuse at all. We could instead have had a standalone Vegito and Zamasu that everyone would have preferred over non-fusing units at least a tag Black and Zamasu that then fuse. At least to me would have been worse than a tag unit that fuses. Also, being a tag into fusions gives them access to more categories so they could have stronger carnival leader skills that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta standalone doesn't have, like Pure Saiyans or Bond of Parent and Child. Or do we really want another Fuse Fighter 220% lead? And they're also gonna easy gate Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which would not link with the new LR, so you can't even run them together if it's standalone. The tag mechanic is the new hot thing in Dokkan 2025, so they're gonna stand the hell out of it. Omega is probably gonna be the only one without the tag mechanic. I assume he has the Dragon Ball collection. Which one DKB has, unless they pull some weird ass stuff and it's the base tag, IS and Nova that fuse into Omega Shamrock for some reason. I didn't even know that Demon King Piccolo had like a tag thing, but it was a little different. Did not know that, and I think I have Bro in my box. I think. I definitely get wrong, but I think I have him in my box. So that's interesting. I do think that they should just make more units and that's only just straight up tag. I do think that's definitely something they should do. Where's the full? I'm not reading. No, I'm not reading that. Okay, where's the full power Super Saiyan 4 timeline? Patara break version of the tag. The units game. Okay. Y'all might hate me for this, but I think they should slow down a little bit with the reversible exchange. 3 units in one celebration seems a bit too much. A permanent fusion or a standalone would be very hype. I mean, I can agree. Because they definitely are shoving this, like, down our throats. A lot. Or I think what they should do is, if we are getting another, like, tag character, make it free. So this way we don't have to summon. So we don't have to. I'm laughing at this one. So we don't have to like keep on summoning for these characters, and this way we have somewhat of a break from it to where, sure, it's still the same thing, but at least it's not like, we don't have to pay for these characters all the time. Because, my lord, this is a lot. I'm not even gonna hold you. This is a lot to have to like do, especially since tag characters are characters that a lot of people like, so everyone wants to summon for them. And I think if they gave us if they gave us a LR Gohan and Gohan from the future and they tag, I think that would be really cool. So basically it would be, they're not gonna do this, or they might tweak it somehow, but it would basically be like the AGL one that we got a while ago, to where when you die, you switch into Trunks as an active. So I think that would be pretty cool. But I think if they made one to where it's like same premise, but it's just a free LR, I think that would be pretty hype. The amount of people that are just hating for Trunks for zero reason is actually insane. Can you name a time where he has gotten a single Dokkan Fest LR of his own, or even a major slot in a celebration that wasn't half-assed? Gogeta has gotten his due numerous times. Let Trunks have his own time without dogging him for no reason. Yeah, because we don't have a Dokkan Fest LR Trunks. We have like Dokkan Fest Trunks, but we don't have a LR Dokkan Fest Trunks. Wow. That's actually crazy to think about, because now that I think about this, they can make this Trunks, if it is going to be Trunks, many different ways. They can make it to where, like, it's a base Trunks that can transform into, like I said, Super Saiyan Rage or anything if he gets KO'd or something. And then I guess with this Trunks, his active could be the Mafuba, because Trunks knows how to do the Mafuba. I think it'd be pretty good. I think it'd be pretty hype. I guess another way they could do this too, if they wanted to peer into the manga a little bit. I see this as I'm rereading through the Goku Black arc in the manga. they can make it to where, because in the manga, Trunks is able to go like Super Saiyan 2 and do a bunch of other stuff. So they could kind of take stuff from the manga if they wanted to. If it's gonna be Trunks, I still wish Trunks went. Never mind, no, I don't. I was gonna say I still wish Trunks went God, but no, I don't. I hope standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. It's been so long since we last got a standalone fusion in its final form, and I hope they will release a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta along the year. I mean, they could. They could probably make up some. They could probably just do like a GT month, and the standalone would be Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Since I do agree, we do need a new one because the ones that we have are not that good. They suck. What am I? Not that good. They suck because they're old, and we definitely do need a new one. It probably wouldn't be like as crazy as Super Saiyan 3 Goku is that transfers into 4, but anything is better than not having a new one. And like I said, the best timeline is Daima. I honestly do not think we're getting Daima. I think Daima is either going to be for Tanabata or it's going to be 11th anniversary. It's going to be for anniversary next year. Since didn't we get like Daima, Goku, and Vegeta like in Gloria within like the span of a couple months? I don't think they're gonna do that. I could be wrong, or they could be New Year's, but I don't think. I think Daima. I think we can successfully say that Daima is not gonna be a contender here. Could be wrong though. Definitely could be wrong. Dokkan has proven many times that they do not care about synergy. They'll be like, "Yeah, guys. So part 1, I always go back to this. Part 1's gonna be like this theme, but then part 2 is gonna be Dragon Ball." I was like, bro, what? How do we go from Super to Dragon Ball? That doesn't make any sense. But hey, man, we'll have to wait and see. You're forgetting the 5th option, a non-Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. So would it be Saiyan Saga? Imagine that timeline to where it's just Saiyan Saga, Goku, and Vegeta. It would be cool because it would be a Dokkan Fest, but I don't know. The Kaioken Goku and Great Ape Vegeta are still, they're old, so I don't think it's gonna be that. But could you imagine if we went back to Saiyan Saga? Could you imagine? Okay, all right. I think that's everything I wanted to read. So here we go. This is currently the timeline that we think we're gonna have. Obviously, we have no idea what it's gonna be. I honestly thought that it was gonna be Omega Shenron and just it'll be GT for part 2, but since we got that leak of Trunks' animations being updated, it's up in the air. It's honestly up in the air, and we won't know until we get until we get the character reveal. So, what do you think it's gonna be? Since I think it's either gonna be, I gotta stop stuttering too. I think it's gonna be either GT or Trunks. So those are my 2. I think it would be cool if it was Trunks because, like that comment said, it would be the first time that Trunks got his own standalone LR Dokkan Fest. I think it'd be really cool. Technically, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta does not have one either, but like he's gonna get one. He's probably gonna get an LR probably sometime this year. So, you know, like he needs one, but at the same time, it's like, can you let my man Trunks shine for right now? Like, please. I think this could be the only time to where he possibly gets one. If not now, then when? But you know, if we were making a list of characters that need a LR, there would be a very long list of characters because, you know, some characters in the game need one. I'm not going to say names, but yeah. If it is going to be Trunks for part 2, are you going to uninstall or are you going to be excited for it? And yeah, that'll do it for this one. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what part 2 is going to be, since we actually don't know. So that was that, and I will see you guys in the next video.